Hello! Hi everybody, how's it going? Hope you guys are good, especially on the YouTube side of things. I kind of figured that I should share this again because there's a little bit tiny change I did, and I'm kind of farming protos again recently, and I was trying like Earth as well. Kind of works, but I'm not sure if it's any faster. I don't think it's good for low was that high ping players. That one is definitely a low ping enjoyer kind of setup. If you have really good ping, I think it's good to have. If not, it's just shit. Also, that setup I'm referring to is Earth, and because Earth doesn't have PNS, so it still sucks. All right. All right. So first, I think I'll share my dark one. This is my Earth one. My bad. So my dark one is someone like this now because I spark for her, and we can get to throw 6 away now. So first and foremost, I just wanted to point out that this orchid used to be there to give me aggro in the past. I think there is another video I posted this in the past where I did something like sharing like this as well for like proto farming shit, like what I'm usually doing. And I think I had like prior to this I was using 6 and orchid, right? And then going to like Nia, whatever. I think I was showing this with when Nia's full limit break came out or something, right? So that was what I was doing before this, okay? So I was killing off orchid, but orchid was giving me the echo stuff, whatever crap thing to the party before Ilsa was a thing, right? But because since I have Ilsa, technically she already has like a stronger echo thing, and she kind of overrides it, so there's no point. You know, if you have like a better dark character here, you probably want to use, but I'm gonna sack her. I'm too lazy to switch anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much for me, so I just kept her there. But yeah, so this is what I'm using. I don't really know about like grid wise, but I just plunk it together like that and it works. So I didn't really think about it too much. But yeah, I'm using this. Have 4 axes, so I can get to use this. But the rest of it, this is just Parazonia with the cage thing, with the attack mod, whatever, blah blah blah. This is with the double strike stuff and call blah blah blah, and 1 agonize because I have this guy here. Other than that, yeah, I guess Nia also kind of does that, so it kind of helps out a little bit just having 1 agonize there. So sure, yeah, that's it. And then summon wise, I have obviously you put Babu main summon, and then you need death and this. I am kind of contemplating to actually just have a quick summon for death because kind of feel like I don't really need to summon anything else. But yeah, I can kind of show you a little bit. So alright, so this is the setup. This character here is just there for leveling, so it doesn't really matter. You can just put whoever you want. So this is what my dark setup is, and I guess I should just show how it works, I guess. If I have an open slot right now. Do I have an open slot? I do, right? Oh, that one isn't dead yet. Bar real quick? Nope, of course not. So usually I'll just join in the empty one like this one. So usually what I do is that I will death first now. Usually I press the S3 first, but now I'm just gonna death first. But this is what I was thinking too, because like I just set full auto for is Ilsa's first skill, and then the Nia is basically the same thing. And then just attack, right? Just attack. And then in turn 2, technically I can just press Babu and this one, but don't really have to. Yeah, I don't really have to, because he only adds like 200k anyway, so it's not really that big of a difference. I mean, you can kind of like make it closer to like 1.3 or something, but in 2 turns, but it's still pretty crappy. So usually in order for me to get to 1.5, I have to take 3 turns. Yeah. So I have to take 3 turns in order for me to get that. But that's why that's why I said earlier, like I only pressed this one. I feel like I could technically just set this to quick summon, but I haven't really thought about doing that yet, because I always prefer to have this as a quick summon just because it's kind of pain in the ass to click, right? Because it's so far if I want to manual click. And then I always put Zenithra here because it's a lot easier for me to click this. Like if I want to spam click, because you just need to put your mouse here, you click this and it's already Zenithra, and then you click and it's like, yeah, you see them, okay, it's right there, right? It's very, very close. While this one is actually not that bad too. I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of used to it already, where I just need to move a little bit just to, you know, get the death call. That's why, as you can see earlier when I did that. So that's usually what I did. I mean, if he's not dead yet, is he still alive? Yeah, still alive. So if he's still alive, if you want to put in a little bit more, you can just press this button and go again. I mean, if you want to, yeah, sure, you can do that. Bar. Damn. But yeah, so like I know I did it kind of extra earlier, but yeah, it's basically like 1.5, right? Because each turn I'm doing is like 500k. That's why I need 3 turns. But yeah, so I'm using that. It kind of works, but to be fair, I'm usually doing this in the middle of the night. So a lot of times the JP players are kind of asleep, so it's not so that the traffic is still there, but it's not so active, right? So yeah, that's why. So the other one that I was using, or more like was testing, was my Earth one. Because I have the stupid sword thing, I kind of wanted to give it a go and shit, right? With the whole glory thing. So basically what this setup is trying to achieve is that get everything done in one turn. The problem with this is that you have to press a lot of buttons in the first turn. But technically speaking, this is kind of like a, how do I say it? An experimental setup in a way. Just because that you can technically reach 1.5 if this element had PNS in one turn. Yeah, because right now this setup kinda is doing like 1.2, 1.3. Yeah, so if it had PNS, probably could actually hit 1.5 just fine. But sadly that doesn't happen because Earth sucks. Right? Earth is straight up garbage, so that's why there's none like that. But yeah, so I think I kind of showed this a little bit in like the prior, like my Earth changes or whatnot. So this is the one I was choosing. I'm using like one attack and one special cap whatever thing on 6 weapon, and then I'm using Benubo because it kind of gives you supplemental anyway, so it kind of helps in some way. And then same, right? You're just using the double strike shit here. And yeah, so technically speaking, the auto cap thing, and you're supposed to kind of use like another like skill cap or whatever. It kind of helps a little bit, but it's not really that big of a deal because it's not like you're really like, what's that, fucking casting anything. But you can get a little extra cap for her, so it kind of helps. Same goes for this guy, so it helps out a little bit, but it's not really like a end of the world kind of thing. But yeah, so the summon is kind of like this. It's kind of standard. I'm using the Yatima stuff here with Babu main summon with this stupid guy here. But yeah, so I think I can kind of show you how it kind of goes. So okay, wait, before I proceed though, I think I should kind of mention the full auto stuff. So like for MC full auto is only on this two. You technically can actually enable this too if you do not have enough damage, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not sure if you why are you following this as well in the first place. I mean, I'm just sharing what I have. But the other thing is that yeah, so this one is only this guy, only one of this. Sarasa is only this. This is enabled, but this doesn't get used anyway, so it doesn't matter. Naru is obviously the first entry because you need first entry to actually get her to work properly. But yeah, so that's the full auto stuff. So the idea is to just spam full auto and refresh, full auto, refresh, full auto, refresh. So you keep doing that until all your buttons are pressed. So that's why what I meant earlier when it comes to when you need to have like a good ping to get it to work. Also, this one requires that. You require that. You need that. This guy. Full auto, okay? Refresh. I forgot to do this. I forgot to enable the summon thing because I'm using my dark now, so it doesn't really matter. So if you have actually better ping, this one will go by a lot faster. Yeah, so it's like around like 1.2 or 1.3 there. So this is like the one turn shit. So yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So if you want to go 1.5, just press again, I guess. And then you get it already, more or less. If you really want to get that 1.5 that badly, because end of the day, if it's like 1.3, I think it's already good enough anyway these days. It doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, so that's how it is. And if it dies, I guess I can show the honors, but I don't think it's going. Wait, is it gonna die? Maybe. Boss champ? No? Okay, there we go. Still nothing. So sad. Imagine if it actually appeared though. Yeah, see? So go 2 turns, 1.5. Yeah. So if it's if you had PNS, technically speaking, it should be able to hit 1.5 even without the extra turn. That's what I feel like. I feel like if you have PNS, that's not really a problem. I feel like that's just the major issue, just not having PNS. Sag. But yeah. So I kind of felt like I just wanted to share this a little bit because I did change it a little bit, especially in terms of like using Dark now. Yes, I am technically using Dark now again, rather, for Proto stuff, just to farm, because it's kind of annoying, to be fair. You know, like the refresh, click, refresh, click, refresh, click. It's very, very annoying, but yeah, it kind of works out. If only your ping is good. If your ping ain't good, do not attempt. Else it'll be you will cry. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's all the stuff I can share for now. But I'm not sure if I should really talk about the whole FP thing here. But like, I remember we were talking about it a lot on stream. But TLDR, I'm just gonna give you a TLDR of the whole conversation we had. I think this FP stuff, you know, the one they just added recently, this thing here, I already traded it. The whole thing for this, I honestly think is like a really, really good add-on. So at least like the raids that are dead are actually getting killed right now. At least like the low level weaker players who can actually get stuff done are getting it done. At least that's something, right? But the main issue, I feel like for me, or I guess not for me, is for a lot of others, because they can't join because their ping sucks or whatever. Which honestly, I feel that's kind of like the problem we had since day one anyway, because it's always been ping wars. So to me, I didn't really account that into the equation. My issue with this, right? My issue with this add-on or change with the whole FP thing is that you're looking at it right now, okay? They decided to change where whatever discounted rate will always appear on top. Okay? It'll always appear on top. Maximum 2, right? And then you have your own rate followed after, like the one that you join pending or whatever that is in there. So if you have 3 in there waiting on that list, this is the entire screen you see. Like my screen, right? So imagine 2 here and then I have 3. So imagine if I want to sometimes see in these raids slots, because you know sometimes like some of these raids are not appearing if I want to match Proto, right? So I want to scroll down because sometimes the raids does show up here and it's like empty. I want to join it. It doesn't show up. It kind of gets clogged up. I need to scroll down so much more just to actually go to the bottom and check. It's not that big of a deal, but to me it's kind of annoying. So it's like this update kind of made like the whole raid backup requesting a lot more annoying. Which it already is annoying. So yeah, that's kind of like one of my main problems with that. And also like for people for people who thinks that they're having problems trying to like join in or whatever, I think a lot of you are probably complaining because, you know, having your ping too high or whatever, it kind of sucks. I kind of understand that, but I feel like a lot of you probably are overreacting a little bit because, like I said in my previous video, I feel like the only thing that is really worth picking is just this damn thing, and you can only pick up one every 2 months. So you have 2 months to get 2,000. And from what I noticed, each of them, when you actually do something in there, you get like 110. So you need like 20-ish raids or so to get it done. So it's not so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad. And like maybe there's like, I don't know, if you want like the Huan Long stuff, I guess it's quite okay as well. But it's not super like needed or anything, you know. I guess you can if you want to, but yeah. So all I'm saying is that we just let the game cook for a bit, because you have to remember this thing is still relatively new. Everybody wants to jump into the whole bandwagon. It's like, oh my god, it's new stuff, I want to do it right now, I want to get that shit done. Maybe one or 2 months down the road, where people actually already did their weekly stuff or whatever, maybe it dies down a little bit. Who knows? So we just have to wait and see how bad it is, because for now I think people are just overreacting a little bit too much. Alright, so that's the stuff I can share for now. So that's my proto setup and my thoughts in the FP thing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys whenever I'm done with PoE or something.